Well, we're about 2 hours from the first pitch of Game 4. Yankees' last stand here tonight as they lose Game 3, 4-2. It really wasn't even that close. It was 4-0. The Yankees got a 2-run homer in the ninth to make it, I guess, respectable. And the Yankees, just from beginning to end last night, couldn't do anything right. It started with the Fat Joe concert, which we'll get to in a little bit, which that was cringe. It continued with the inept offense with Aaron Judge. I mean, and you know what? This will maybe hopefully it gets through the fans' heads with these positive fans, and I don't boo people. And you want to do that, that's your right. You don't want to boo somebody. You paid your money. They paid a lot of money last night. But when you go like, oh, we got to get up, we got to cheer him, we're going to make a difference, he's going to hear us, he knows we appreciate, it doesn't make a difference. They gave Judge a loud standing ovation. 1, when he was introduced last night. 2, when he came to the plate the first time. And what did he do? He struck out. Because he's in a slump. He's 1 for 12. He struck out 7 times. He's hitting .083 for the series. Yankees can't win with Judge hitting .083. Even if Soto and Stanton are going good. And they've cooled down a bit. The Yankee offense has just been stifled 100% by this Dodger starting pitching, and it just shows another dimension to the Dodgers. We all pretty much agreed that when this series started, the Yankees had the edge in starting pitching. The Dodgers had the edge in the bullpen. Well, I mean, this starting pitching for the Dodgers has been brilliant in all 3 games. The Yankees can't get anything going with their offense. The Yankees have helped them along, swinging at pitches out of the zone. Judge looks lost at the plate. I mean, this is something now that this is going to live with Judge until he wins a championship, if he wins one. If he's lucky enough to win one. Now, he's a great player. He will be a great player. He will probably be in Cooperstown. He will probably have a monument when it's all said and done. But you can't be up there with the rest of these guys in Monument Park. If you're going to go .083 in the series, in the World Series, he really hasn't hit throughout the whole postseason. He had that 1 home run, which was kind of an add-on home run in the 9th inning against was it Kansas City or no? It was against Cleveland. He hasn't had a big moment. And for the Yankees, I mean, forget about coming back. It's not happening. You're not winning 4 in a row against the Dodgers. So forget it. You know, I mean, listen. And I think they all realize it. I think everybody has realized that this series ended last night. You know, they might come and win tonight, show a little heart. And you know what? They should. Because these people that come to these games, they're paying a lot of money. And there was a lot of people that left at 4-0. They paid thousands of dollars. And the Yankees didn't even score a run for them. And now they're down 3-0. They're basically getting run out of this series by the Dodgers. They look like they don't even belong on the same field. The Dodgers pitching has just been lights out, game after game after game in this series. And the Yankees have not had great starting pitching. Last night it was Schmidt. And it was Freeman again. And Freeman is putting his stamp on this series and his stamp on the World Series. He's about to win a World Series MVP. Because he's going to win it whenever they do, finish the Yankees off here. It's going to be Freddy Freeman. And it couldn't happen to a better guy. And listen, Freddy Freeman, you don't got to tell me about Freddy Freeman. I'm a Mets fan. I watched Freddy Freeman kill the Mets for years. I know how good Freddy Freeman is. And now the rest of the world is finding out how good Freddy Freeman really is. And if you're a baseball fan, you knew. I mean, listen, he hit home runs in the World Series for the Braves. He's a couple of years ago when they won. He's a big time player. And they didn't even miss a beat with Ohtani basically, playing with one shoulder. He wasn't 100% yesterday. They gave him a shot in the shoulder. They absolutely gave him a shot in the shoulder to numb it because he had a partial dislocation, and that doesn't heal up in a day or two. But still, the way the Yankees are hitting and the amount of runs that they're scoring, and they're giving up the long balls. They don't need Ohtani. You got Betts. You got Freeman's winning the series by himself. Let's be real. The grand slam in game 1. He got the 2-run home run last night. He won it. He hit the home run the night before. He's homered now in 5 straight World Series games going back to 2021 with the Braves. The Dodgers are just outclassing the Yankees in every single aspect of this series. Everything. Now, people are going to go back, and I already hear the Yankee fans talking about, oh, this series ended with Boone. How could he put in Cortez? This is all his fault. Get rid of Boone. I heard a guy at work today. Was telling me, fire Boone. Got to get rid of Boone. I hope they get swept. He said, I hope they get swept. Fire Boone. Boone's not going anywhere. I got news for you. Yankee fan, this is old. This is what the Yankee fans do. When the season ends or it's about to end, clearly, regardless of the result, because they're about to lose in the World Series, and they're still already fire Boone. We got to get rid of Boone. I get it. You want a day to come in and pitch. Does that make a difference in this series? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, if the Yankees took game 1, it probably would be more of a series, but they haven't hit in any of the games. Judge is an automatic out. Even when the Yankees had the rally in game 2 of this series, when they scored a couple runs, they were a hit away from tying the game. They were down 4-2. They were hit away from tying the game. In the middle of that rally was a Judge swinging strikeout where he wasn't even close. And they came up 1 hit short. The Yankees go as Judge goes, regardless of Soto or Stanton or anybody else. Verdugo got the home run last night, but again, that was just it was meaningless. They weren't scoring 4 runs, and now the series is over. There's no way the Yankees are not. They're dead. They're buried. I'll kick dirt on them. It's over. There's no way they're coming back and doing a Red Sox thing here. No way. The Yankees have been swept 3 previous times in the World Series. 1922, the New York Giants. The Dodgers did it in 63, and the Big Red Machine, the Reds in 76, did it. Interesting thing about I read it today. I actually saw it when I was looking it up. The 1922 series, it was a 5-game. It was a 4-game sweep. The series went 5 games. You ask, how did that happen? Well, game 2 was a tie. It went 10 innings. It was 3-3, and the game was called due to darkness. And that was before they had the suspended games, so they just scrapped it. Can you imagine that? Got too dark. Yankees tied it. Wally Pipp got an RBI. Babe Ruth got a 9th inning RBI double to help tie the game. And then in the 10th, after the 10th inning, still tied 3-3, the umpires called it on account of darkness, and it's just a game that sits there. Nobody won. Nobody lost. It's just an extra game. How weird is that? So they they got swept in 4 games in a 5-game series. I thought that was crazy weird. It's actually that's the last World Series tie, but there were 2 others before it. So I don't know. Baseball was weird back in the early part of the 20th century. But back to this team and this year. Listen, they didn't play the Yankees. You could argue with me all you want. They didn't have a tough road to the series here, to the winning the pennant. Kansas City and Cleveland is not exactly murderer's row. They are in a different class. They are a step below the Dodgers. And the Yankees, I don't think they were ever as good as the Dodgers. They're not. Listen, we all when Ohtani signed and Yamamoto signed and they got Freeman, we all basically crowned the Dodgers in February or January, whenever that happened. We crowned the Dodgers World Series champions then. It's just now basically playing out right in front of us the way we thought it would. They're nowhere near. They're not in the same class as the Dodgers. And now the only question left is, will they go down quietly tonight? Will there be another early couple runs from the Dodgers? And then it just kind of, you'll feel the air come out of the ballpark. It's not going to be the same excitement and energy that there was last night. It's just not. It's 3-0. You're not going to get that. And if the Yankees can win tonight, you'll get that back tomorrow night. But tonight it's going to be more of a low key, somber mood inside the stadium. You're going to feel it. You're going to hear it. It just is. It's just the way it is what it is. It's 3-0. Everybody knows the writing on the wall. That this thing is over. Does it end tonight? We'll see if the Yankees have any heart. But as far as Boone on the hot seat, and you guys wanted to get rid of Boone, forget it. It's not happening. They didn't get rid of Boone when they missed the playoffs, when they went out in the playoffs, early in the playoffs. They are not getting rid of Boone coming off of a pennant. Sweep or no sweep in the World Series. I think the Yankees know. I think the Yankee brass know that they're not in the same class as the Dodgers. And look, it looks bad on Judge. It does. It looks real bad. Because he has just taken a nosedive and he has just come up small in every aspect in this World Series. And it's something he's going to have to live with until he gets back to here again and has a great series and wins a championship for this team. This is something that's going to hang with him. Like it or not, great player or not, 60 home runs, however many years, this will hang with him. This series, these 4 or 5, whatever games it is. And that just comes with the territory of being the Yankee captain. And being the Yankee captain after Derek Jeter, who was at the game throughout the first pitch. Derek Jeter didn't lose like this. Derek Jeter didn't play like this. Derek Jeter got hits when the Yankees needed it. Derek Jeter carried the team. And the Yankee fans, I hope at least, some I know are not yet, but they still, after all these years, don't realize how special and how rare those mid-90s teams really were. They still think it's World Series or bust every year. It's where the Yankees, you are not those Yankees. You will never see a team like that ever again. So stop putting that as the bar to reach, because it's not happening. Those 90s teams are one in a million, one in a generation, once in a lifetime. No matter how good this team gets, they will never be that team. And the Yankee fans, there are still Yankee fans out there that still haven't come to that realization. They think that's what we are. That's what we strive to be. And I get it. That's what you strive to be. But it's not, it's not unrealistic. It'll never happen. That is a once in a lifetime. Never again. You will never see that again. 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6, 4 in a row. No. Should they be happy they were here? No, I don't think you should. I think you should be upset with the way the team played in this World Series. The fact that they might get swept. The fact that your star player, your captain, basically just threw up stinkers every time he stepped into the box. He was an automatic out. He's got to get a couple hits tonight. He's got to, just for his own sanity, because it's going to be a long offseason for Aaron Judge. If he goes into it 1 for 16 with 9 strikeouts, hitting .056, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow. And you know what? You were beat by a better team. And I don't want to hear it about the Mets, because you know what? The Mets beat the Dodgers. They beat this Dodgers team twice. We took them to 6. And if you go down in a whimper tonight, a 5-1 game or something like that, and the Dodgers celebrate on Yankee Stadium, you have nobody to blame but yourselves, and look in the mirror. Because it's Aaron Judge. It's the starting pitching. It's some Aaron Boone for game 1, maybe a little bit. But you can't lay this all at the feet of Aaron Boone and call for his heads to roll and think that, okay, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Boone's not going anywhere. You're going to have Boone, you're going to have Cashman, and you're going to have Judge. And you better hope you have Soto. But it shows that they need Judge, regardless of how Soto and the other one and Stanton, because Stanton's getting old. This is the swan song for Stanton. You know how many times because next year you're gonna be running him back out off the team again in May when he's hitting 130 and he's on the DL, and it's gonna be the same thing. You were outclassed in this series. You were beat by a better team, and like I said, it's over. Stop. Don't pretend like it's not. It was a disaster from the second Derek Jeter walked off the field last night. It was good until then. They did the introductions. Judge got a big hand. Jeter came out. He threw a strike. Jeter leaves the field, and then the Fat Joe concert starts, and it's a disaster from that on. That was cringe, Fat Joe. And Fox putting it on, knowing he's going to curse. Curse is slipping through. They're bleeping stuff out. I mean, what are you doing? Where's like Billy? I mean, you play Sinatra when they win. And you have Fat Joe go out there, and I got nothing against Fat Joe. The songs are all right. You can't do that again for the World Series. Oh, it was cringe bad, and you know it was. And anybody that doesn't is lying to you. And I get it. They play his music at the stadium and stuff. Listen, you can't have that. I mean, you can't do that. I loved it because it was laughable. It was such a bad thing for them to do. And it looks so bad. It's so non-Yankees with their class and this and that. Well, we're classier than everybody. We're the Yankees. Here's Fat Joe for you, cursing up on the pitcher's mound before the World Series Game 3. Nice job, Yankees. Nice job. And then Judge came out and had a big strikeout in the first inning after he got a standing ovation. And then Freddy Freeman puts a ball in the right field seats, and it's 2-0, and the game's over right there. And they was 4-0 Yankees. It was a dead ballpark. They did nothing all night. They never even came close to scoring. And then they get 2 in the ninth inning when a quarter of the people who spend $2,000 are in the parking lot on the D get on the way home. $2,000 and you're out there with it and you're gone before the Yankees even score a run. You got outclassed, and it's over. I think it ends tonight. I think you got Gil going tonight. Gil, however you want to pronounce his name. Listen, he was good for about 2 months of the season. Then he fell off the cliff a little bit. He got back. He was okay. I mean, listen, you don't think Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Ohtani are licking their chops knowing that Gil is pitching tonight? They are. And there's not going to be big changes to this team when they lose. You can sit and scream all you want. You want Boone gone. He's not going anywhere. Cashman's not going anywhere. Soto might be a Met. Soto might be on the Cubs. Soto might be on the Dodgers next year. But either way, that's that. And I'm disappointed in the World Series, to be honest with you, because I was actually looking forward to it. I thought it would be a good series. I knew, like I said, I have it here. I said it on the show. I wanted to pick the Dodgers in 5. I officially picked them in 6. So I'll stick with 6. It's not going 6. This thing's not getting back to LA. And I think the Yankees know it, and I think they come out flat tonight, and I could see 5-1, 7-2, something like that. Because I can see the Dodgers finally breaking out tonight. Because they haven't yet. You haven't even seen the offense. You've just seen great starting pitching, which nobody knew that was there. So that's that. Giants lose last night. They're terrible. Daniel Jones with a chance, taking them down the field, inside the 30-yard line, down. What are they down? They were down 8, and he throws a terrible interception. And that right there, that's the story of the Giants. They're 2-6. The Jets are 2-6. They're both terrible. They're not even watchable. The Giants kept it close. But again, no touchdowns for Daniel Jones. They had 3 field goals in the first half. They scored 1 touchdown. What is this? It's like high school. It's like they're terrible. I didn't even watch much of the game, so I really can't. So I did see the last, a little bit of the fourth quarter, and I saw Jones throw the interception. And I mean, you're going down the field, you within striking distance. They're not going to score because they don't score touchdowns, right? They somehow found one. They're not going to tie. He's not going to lead him down 30 against Pittsburgh and stick it in the end zone and get the 2-point conversion. That wasn't never in the cards. But to throw that interception where he just kind of floats it over the back, right into the arms of the steel, and it's terrible. Now there's a team that needs changes, wholesale changes, like everybody, the Jets and the Giants, everybody. The only thing saving the Giants is the Jets have the worst the worst pickup in football history. They've turned Aaron Rodgers into average Rodgers. And he's terrible. And we're not going to get into that, but so a little more than what is it? About an hour and a half till first pitch, game 5. It is Gil for the Yankees up against Kasperius for the Dodgers. Listen, if you paid the money, if you have game 5 tickets, are you rooting for them to lose tonight because they're going to lose anyway and you get your money back? Maybe, right? We'll see. Yankees, Dodgers, game 4. Yankees try to avoid the sweep. Dodgers try to sweep the Yankees and claim their 8th championship in franchise history. It'll be the 4th time the Yankees were swept, 2nd time by the Dodgers. The better team's going to win this series, folks. I'm sorry to tell you. It is what it is. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, rate, review, and subscribe. You can always find us at our website, www.LockeUpSports.net. You can also find us anywhere you get your podcasts, on YouTube. Give us a subscribe. Give us a review. We'll talk to you tomorrow, everybody. Enjoy the game. It's probably the last one, but enjoy it. From the Brian Gunzel Studios, I'm Bob Walters. See ya.